Hi, this is a review on the new Edge 540 QQ280 by HobbyZone, and I just wanted to go over a few things, let you know how the airplane is. I put a couple flights through it. It flies great, and really no complaints. We've got a nice battery hatch here. When I first unboxed it, this little green plastic piece came off, and so I just had to re-glue that on. I've seen people have had problems with this ESC, the wire connections, or just how it works in general, but I have really had no problem with it. It's a 10 amp BEC, internal BEC / ESC, and the motor is a 280. I believe it's 1800 kV. If you've seen the videos by Kike and HobbyZone, the wings are 2 halves. It's hollow and it's got a nice carbon fiber spar, and it's got some more carbon fiber in there. It controls really fast. I've heard people say that they don't like the how the servos are, the rotary servos. They wanted linear, but it works fine with the rotary servos. Honestly, I have no complaints. But after the first couple flights, there's a C-clip or an E-clip on the back of the motor here, and that came off, and so I was getting ready to fly it again. Gave it throttle, and the motor, top part of the motor came off, and it went crazy, broke my spinner. So I've just got E-clips coming, got a new spinner coming. I fixed it, just put a piece of wire, Ryan, you can't see it now, but put a piece of wire back there that it's holding on just fine. The landing gear it's really solid. It's a little rattly, and when you land it makes pretty loud, but it's overall landing gear is nice and solid. You got a steerable tail wheel. And I was surprised with this really easy motor access here. You can see I can't do it now because the propeller's on, but this just has 2 clips, top and bottom, and it slides right off. Real easy. It's got really detailed pilot in there. It's got a nice control board, nice pilot. I really have no complaints other than that E-clamp coming off the back of the motor. It's got the Spektrum Nanolite receiver in there. It was pretty straightforward plugging in the wing servos and stuff. I did have a little bit of problem when I was sliding the wings. There's a screw that slides in. There's a little plastic piece slides into the wing. It's attached to the fuselage. You can see the screw. Probably can't see it down there, but there's a screw. I had a little trouble. I had to kind of dig out the plastic that's in the wing for that slot a little bit because it didn't fit when I got it. Batteries have been a little warm after flights, but they're not like hot to the point where they're swelling up, but they're still a little warm. People have been they've been putting their ESC down the bottom to keep it cool. ESC hasn't been hot for me at all though, and I think it's good. It doesn't have a lot of ventilation, but it's got enough that keeps pretty much everything cool enough. And the battery is a 3S 11.1 volt 450 milliamp hour battery, 3C maximum charge rate. Charge probably about 30 minutes. So I get flight time maybe 10 minutes because you really don't need to fly it full throttle. While I fly it maybe quarter throttle around. So let's go ahead and get her plugged in. So you turn on the transmitter. I'm using a Spektrum DX8 for this, and I would recommend setting up all the expo and dual rates for this. It's first flight I had it on lower rates, and I gradually, turn them up, flip the switches up. And so let's go ahead, give you control rate test here. So that's full rates on the ailerons. Okay, we'll go around the back here. Show you the elevator. Okay, that's full elevator rates. And so when I turn these down, I don't have dual rates on the rudder because I honestly don't need them. Okay, so that's low rates for me. That's full stick movement. And these rudders the same. And so that's pretty much all I have to say about it. There's nothing except for this battery hatch. Super strong. I mean, I flew it a couple flights without this little plastic piece on there, and it never came off. I was doing inverted flat spins, snap to hover, nothing came off. Yeah, it's really no complaints. I give it 5 out of 5, but only thing is that C-clamp. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really a great plane. Like I said, no complaints. So just please subscribe.